Hey, welcome to What to Know Before the Show. We're going to play a little game that I love to call Spot the Crappy Workshop Room. I've been to a lot of workshops, and what I love to do is look in other workshop rooms and see what they've kind of done wrong to create a really crappy, unconnecting, uninspiring workshop space. So let's check out some workshop rooms and see if I can spot the crappy workshop room. All right, the first one you got here. Okay, well, first things I see right now is a podium. Now, podium really helps you disconnect from your audience because you're creating a barrier in front of them. Also, the stage has you standing really far away from them. Also, they've done some weird pyramid thing with their chairs here where they have fewer chairs at the front than they do the back. And what you really want to do is you want to have more chairs up front than you have in the back because they call the front few rows the prime real estate. Those are going to be the people who are more engaged with your product. They're going to buy from you. They're going to be more engaged with you from stage. So you really don't want to have this weird pyramid chair thing. What do we got next? The infamous center aisle. Now, why you don't want a center aisle is because center aisle, in Feng Shui, basically when you're standing at the front of the room, your energy goes flying right to the back of the room and kind of dissipates. It doesn't really connect with anybody. So don't really have a center aisle if you can help it. Have one big middle section, and if you have to put an aisle in, have them kind of on wings off to the side. All right, what do we got next? Oh, we got the kind of the cathedral, churchy looking cathedral workshop space. Now this one they've used round tables, and if you notice there, they got a lot of tables without people sitting at the front. They actually have nobody sitting at the front table. So what you can do is you can either put in less tables and force people to sit to the front, or have your staff forcing people to the front of the room because you're standing at the front of the room and the first few tables, the first few rows have nobody in them. It's actually a little discouraging for you. So if you can find any ways, any strategies to force people to sit up front, sit in the front, tables that you have or the first rows, you got to do it. So we got that on What to Know Before the Show as well, how to get people to sit at the front. What do we got next? This is what I call the neck breaker. So if you're using PowerPoint, make sure you have the screen at the front of the room. This one here, people are going to get a really sore neck kind of looking off to the side there. You don't always have to use PowerPoint. You can get away with a flip chart and some markers. But here they've used a screen. This is going to bust people's necks. They're going to get really sore necks, and they're probably going to hold it against you. So if you're going to do video, do PowerPoint, make sure the screens are at the front of the room. Next, the creepy center aisle again. Now this one, you're standing at the front of the stage and you're looking down the middle, and also what they've done is they've left the doors wide open. So there's no one in the room right now, but what you want to make sure is that you don't have a center aisle. Also, reason not to have a center aisle is not just the Feng Shui thing, your energy going to the back of the room, but also statistics say that more people will actually get up and leave your workshop if you give them out by having a center aisle. So don't have a center aisle. Also, when you're putting on your live event, make sure once the event starts, close those back doors because watching people walk back and forth from stage is going to be really, really distracting for you as well. All right, here we got. Well, the chairs are kind of funky. They're kind of nice. It's got a kind of a big, ambient room, which might make it a bit echoey. So you're gonna have to EQ this room really well. But the worst thing in this room I see is that they got these ugly pedestals in the middle of the room. This is going to cut off the ability for people to be able to see each other. They got these weird sound wall baffles dividing the room in half. Avoid this room. This is a really nasty room that's going to create a lot of divide between your participants and you because there's all these baffles and pillars in the middle of it. Stay away from this room. Oh, where to start? This might be the winner. This is probably the worst event, workshop, seminar room I've ever seen in my life. They got the chairs crammed in. I'm not even really sure how you get from your chair or you get to the front of the room to be able to sit there. It's very narrow. It's got these weird wall things that jut out. This is a completely avoid this workshop room. This might be a good small art space. Don't put any chairs in it. Just have people walking around looking at art on the walls. But yeah, this is kind of the funnel. This is a very horrible room, and you know what? It's going to totally disconnect the people in the back row to you at the front of the row. And you know what? If there's a fire in this room, nobody's getting out alive. They're crammed in here. There's no open, breathable space. So yeah, avoid this room at all costs. So that's a fun little game. Try it yourself. You go to an event, go check out the other ballrooms. Also, you can check out What to Know Before the Show at whatknowbeforetheshow.com. We got tips, tricks, and resources to help you set up an awesome workshop space. Thanks for playing.